All right, can everybody hear me? Just a quick sound check, guys. All right, looks like we're good to go, I think. I'm actually on location today. So hello to all of you here. This is brought to you by FTX, of course, with me, Craig Cobb, of tradercobb.com. Of course, we have got a new course there. It is completely free and it's all yours. So go and get it. Why not? It's not going to cost you anything. So let's have a look at what's going on in our market. And yeah, please ask questions as we go through. Of course, we're seeing Bitcoin right now. The reason you can't see me, by the way, if you're wondering, hang on, I can't see this dude, but what's going on here? It's, like I say, I am on location. I've got quite a fun little setup, actually, sitting around doing some planning stuff today. All right, so g'day Rory, hello. You want to know about Cardano? It seems like it's a crucial support. Okay, we'll get there, we'll have a look. Who else is in the place? Who else wants to, we'll have a look at the whole perp list, of course, as we always do. Let's start with Bitcoin here. Look, a couple of things to consider with Bitcoin, really. I mean, let's start at the weekly and work our way back, yeah? Realistically, all right, I did a video yesterday. You can check it out on the YouTube channel, the Trader Cobb YouTube channel. Hit subscribe, hit like right now. Turn on the bells, hit the buttons, hit all the things that you know you got to hit, because I don't know. So hit the buttons, hit those things, go selling. Hello to all of you, all around the world. Yeah, so we're looking at Bitcoin on the weekly here, and of course what we've got is a beautiful trend. We've got to understand what we have and not be, I suppose, concerned about the short term. We've got to have perspective when we're looking at the markets, and we need to get that perspective right from the get-go. Reality check. Okay, we've got Bitcoin. It's in a wonderful uptrend. Of course, that cradle back here has run very, very well. We've seen a run from the low, what was that? Back on the 31st of August to the high. That's a 44% move. So are we in a position now where we could see a pullback? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. So we've got to be realistic about this. I've been mentioning this in my commentaries and whatnot a lot lately, so that we do have that perspective and we can position ourselves accordingly given conditions that we're seeing. Now what I want to do here is I just want to use a Fibonacci point, because I've marked in, well, just above 12,000, which was an old resistance running through there. You'll see in a minute when I look at the daily. Let's draw that fib in here. And you can see, look, around 12,000, what is that number? It's 11,992 is exactly where that Fibonacci point sits. And the level is roughly around that 12,000. But we're looking at 12,000, right? The round number, the psychological level, the old highs or thereabouts, and a little bit of resistance. So could we see a pullback to 12,000? Oh my word, yes, absolutely. And would it be in line with a good, strong trend and a good market? Absolutely, yes, it would. So does that mean I'm selling my Bitcoin? No, it doesn't. What does it mean I'm doing? I'm just doing some analysis to see what I'm going to do. As you can see right now, here's that level that I was talking about. It's not an exact level, but it's around that 12,000 mark, right? So we've got a round number, a Fibonacci point, and a bit of rough old resistance that could act as our support going forward. From here, where are we now on the daily? Well, let's have a look at this in a little bit more detail. We've got good convergence from our last high here to our current high right now, and that's how we compare it, of course. A pullback we have right now, we are at the upper end of the cradle zone. If I were to pull back in a little bit further to that 13,000 and give a small bullish candle, hey, look, that might be an opportunity for us to trade. I say might because I haven't got anything further to really justify that at the moment. I haven't got a small bullish candle. I haven't got a crystal ball. I don't know what the market is going to do. Okay? But that's an area, 13,000. If we saw a nice little bullish candle there, that could represent an opportunity for us, depending on how we pull back and depending on if there's anything that does present itself at that moment in time. From the daily, I now want to move down lower and I want to hit the mids. When I say the mids, I'm talking the 4 hour here. Now I can't see any questions coming through or any messages on Facebook. Those that are watching on Facebook, you just want to give me a g'day or a hello or a, whatever you want to say. I just want to see that it's working. I can see, sorry, I was drinking some water. I can see Facebook, sorry, what's that little, YouTube. I can see YouTube's working. Any Facebookers in the house? Let me just have a quick look here. Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe there's something going on there. Either way, I'm going to keep on moving. If you do want to ask me questions, then YouTube is the place by the look of it, because I'm seeing chats coming through there at the moment. All right, let's keep moving. So I'll come back up here and we'll look at the mids. The 4 hour is the time frame that's really my main mid here. And what have we got? Well, we've got a bit of a lower high right here, haven't we? And we have sold off a little bit over the last couple of days. We're down 1.5% today. Yesterday we closed down, what was that yesterday in the last session? About was it 1%, I think? 1.5%. So roughly about the same as what we are down currently today. And what we have seen is that each time we have moved lower on the daily, we have seen Bitcoin being snapped up again, moving it higher up. So for me, I need to be aware of that, but I'm not trading on that. Okay? Sorry about the sound. If it's not exactly perfect again, I am on location and I'm trying to produce the best I possibly can. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. It seems most people can. I do know I've got a very strong connection and a very stable connection, so hopefully we don't have too many issues with that going forward. Looking here, for me to confirm this as a 4 hour downtrend, you know, we've got. We need to see a new low taken out here, which means 13,210 needs to be taken out. Sorry, Heidi. Sorry, Jared. Sorry about that, guys. It's yeah, doing the best that I can. I was hopeful that the sound wouldn't be an issue. It appears that it might be a little bit of a lag, but we'll just do the best that we can. I'll speak clearly, I'll speak loudly, and we'll get through this together. All right, so we've got to break a new low for that to really kick in. Right now, these conditions that I'm seeing in front of me, they're not really that great. Have a look through here. Look at what we've had to deal with the last couple of weeks. Messy. It looked quite good running through here. Look. Thank you, brilliant attitude. Nice to know I have a sexy voice at 9 a.m. in the morning, I suppose. Higher low, higher high. We pulled back and we did get that little bullish candle right there, but I'll tell you right now, we did not see that progress to another higher high, which at that point, the trend started to lack a little bit of conviction, and as we can see, we have started to come off from there. Am I looking for short trades on Bitcoin right now? The honest answer is no. Why? I just do not have that confirmation of trend at the moment. Yes, a lower high here, a lower low on the 2 hour, but again, this I did not see as an opportunity to be trading, and there's really nothing there as it stands on that 2 hour. We'll go to the 15. What could change that? Now keep in mind, what we did here with FTX quite some time ago now is provide you with a complete crypto cradle trading strategy with your checklist. So those of you who have got that, we'll talk to the cradle strategy. Those who have been through the remainder of my strategies on tradercobb.com in the members area, you'll know what you're looking at as well when we look at Fibonacci's and different levels and whatnot. So just to make sure that everybody's on the same level. Lower high, low. It's not quite good enough there for me. Bitcoin, it's not something that's going to be inside of my watch list at the moment. Simply put, I do not have enough cyclicity of trend right there. We can see the top 10 is down. Let's hit our full list and get going. So from Bitcoin, we're going to move to Ethereum. Look, it did push up yesterday. It was yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday. We got above 400 and we quickly retraced from that point. Now, coming back to the daily, here's something that is quite interesting when it comes to Ethereum, is that we do now have a lower high. We've rejected $400, and there is further downside certainly available to us. We have broken this low here, so technically speaking, we are in a downtrend. We just don't have that follow through yet that I really need for me to be able to trade with the confidence that I wish to. The 4 hour, let's go to the 2, as I'm sure it will look a lot clearer. There is a lower high, there is a lower low. Let's go lower. Working those time frames, we always look at multiple time frames. Nothing on the 1, 30-minute. Again, there is a trend there, but I really want to see it extend out through these lows to really give me that cyclicity. I don't want to see anything in the way for me and Ethereum right now as it stands, because that's all I can view. There's no trades there for me. There is no plan to trade just yet until that cyclicity really comes back to the fore. From there we go to Cardano. So this is coming in for you, Rory. Let's jump out of here and go back over to our daily. Now we've got I wouldn't call it a lower high because we've had a bit of a hiccup through this region here. We've pushed down a pullback in. It rejected 10 cents. That is something to be aware of. And we can see that as well. If I just mark in, where am I going here? 10 cents. Let's go about there. It's not exact. A couple of rejections here. It's broken it a few times, but you can see that's our 10 cent mark. It has now set a lower high and a lower low ever so slightly. Bearish sentiment. It's there. Yes. Let's look at that weekly as well to give us a bit more perspective on that. Doesn't look so good, does it? But don't forget, it's had a massive run, and we could set ourselves a higher low and get that weekly back into an uptrend. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. We're a long way from Kansas on that one. All right, let's go lower again. So the 4 hour, the one thing that I did like about Cardano, and I know that a number of people in the Trader Cobb trading community, the like-minded group of people trading the same strategy, did take this. A lot of people did short this candle right here. And to be honest with you, I don't know why I didn't, to be dead set truthful, because I obviously missed 10 cents, because look at that. It did come in, it pulled back to 10, and there was money to be made. You would have been taken out if you were able to get your stops in to here, which would have been a nice, I don't know, 3 or 4 to 1 trade. Not a bad result there. But what's happened since then? Higher, low, high, and now a low. So we've got a high and a low. It's not really all that special to me right now. 1 hour doesn't fill me with confidence there either. Right, let's have a look at this. Bit of support running through there. I'll just go through the 30-minute up here as well. Yeah, it's a little echoey, Adam. I'm not at the beach. I've got birds in the background, and I am, yeah, not quite as nice as the beach, but not far off. Let me just draw these fibs in and just see if we can create some form of a plan. Okay, so look, I'll tell you what, 30-minute convergent from this low to this low, around that 9.1 region is not so bad at all. Let me jump from the 30 now to the 1 hour. That's convergent too. Look, I'm going to put that in. I'm going to focus my attention now on that 30-minute. If it were to pull back up a little bit further, and that could be potential opportunities for shorts there on the Cardano perpetual futures contract. It's not looking so shit hot on the old 4 hour, excuse my French. And now you were talking, Rory, about support, and I agree. I see what you're looking at right there, so let's mark that in. That was a level we're talking about through here. So let's go back to that 30 again. The only way I would be having to short into that would be if I could get 1-to-1. All right? That means first target achieved before that support, which is very much on the card, simply because, you know, a small candle up here would give us room. So it does remain on that list. There's no issue with that right now. So let's keep moving on. All right, I'll go where you go. Support, oh, look at that level. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Looks pretty bearish. Look at this. This is looking nice. Lower high, lower low. Look, it could have been nicer through here, let's be honest, but we'll look at the lower time frames. Go lower again. I'm looking for that clarity, that cyclicity that I love. Oh, I don't really see it that well. I'm going to leave Algoland out of here, but if we do see the market decline further, it would be worthwhile doing another scan of this FTX perpetual contract list. Oh, perp, lower high, lower low. I don't like the way that it's done that there on the 4. The 2, not quite so good. I can probably rule this out for the time being. Ultimately, a pullback up could be okay on the 30-minute. Where though, Craig? Where? Because I look to plan my trades before I take my trades, right? So plan your trade and trade your plan. Let's throw in these two puppies. Boom. Okay, 668. Look, I'll tell you what, there's a fair old way to go for the rest of the day. I'll pop that in the list because I can always eliminate it later, right? So no biggie, no biggie. Looking at the lower time frames only, and it seems to be that may be a trend that we may see throughout this scan. Right, what is that level? What is that reference point that I have there? Oh yeah, lower high, lower high. Yeah, it's not quite broken, but pretty darn close. Let's move our attention to the lower time frames once more. And first of all, I'm actually going to go to 12. See, I'll pull back in here on the 12, and it's moving away now. It's mid-move on that time frame. I'm going to dart down to this half hour. Maybe look at the 1 hour. How are we looking here, Mr. One? Oh, it's got so much to do before it gets into that region that I'm not really too interested there. Let's have a look at Bush, which is Bitcoin Cash. And of course, it has really dropped its pants there, hasn't it? Look, hit that, the higher end of that trend. We looked at this not trend, channel. It went from 203 or whatever it was to 275. Pretty predictable. Yeah, worked pretty well. There was money to be made throughout those moves. We see money to be made on the way back down. Well, time will tell. Lower high here on the daily, not the strongest lower high, but the speed at which that candle really wiped us out. I mean, that's a 4-hour candle. It scrubbed 7.3%. That's a demon candle. Well, it looks like it's just a straight to the floor type setup here. I mean, that's the level that I'm interested in, but to be honest with you, that's just fallen too hard and fast for me to consider trading at the moment. BNB. Back to the daily chart. High, low, no, not digging that so much. This is what I mean by cyclicity, ladies and gentlemen. When I see it pull back in clean, that's what I want. Here there was a not so clean. It pulled back up, boom, and then kasplat. I want nice, clean, smooth flowing charts. This is a little bit hectic for me right now. I'm going to move on. And don't forget, having this plan and having a checklist allows us to move on very quickly. If we don't get what we want, we kick it to the curb. Geez Louise, there's some money to be made on those shorts if you had a couple. I know some people that did. Not I, said the wolf. BSV, skipping that, not quite what I'm after there. Bitmax, very much crabbing, crab walking, look at that. When do crabs walk forwards? When they're drunk. Bad joke, I'm allowed, legal. Okay, nothing there on Bitmax, and you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, Doge. Grinding, messy. Don't like the look of that in the past. But here we do have some momentum shift. And it is to the downside. Will I trade short on Doge? Yeah, sure. Why not? No reason not to. It's just another chart. Lacking. What am I lacking? Well, let's look at what I'm not lacking first. Let's look at this level. There is a level right there. It's quite a big pullback for it to test that level. I'm going to leave that in. But I'm going to leave that in as a reference point only. Dragon. Rawr. Ooh, did that give a little? Oh, it did. Oh, there was some really, I've just got to say that this was at last night, 11 p.m. I was asleep. Not usually am I asleep at 11 p.m. But last night, I was. And we saw a number of little candles like this that will be having people going, yay, I'm making money. That 12, it's a doozy, it's gone. And am I going to look lower? Whoa. Ooh. Again, let me just do a little bit of fib work. That's the fib work going in. Boom. All right, we've got a double in there. That's pretty tasty looking. 835 around that 834.6, around that region, I'd be open. I would be open to that. And you know what? For those of you who know what a booster is, hey, you know what a booster is. So, you know, do your thing. It's in the list. It is in the list. No, you're right. You're quite right. It wasn't so much Dragon, the short trade. There's been other ones out there that have produced that 12-hour cradle. Dragon didn't have that downtrend. There were some better examples out there for that. EOS. Well, what's EOS been doing for the last, 12 months? Well, I can tell you it's 3/5 of, not a lot, right? But we have now pushed down. We've broken that support. What is that level? Let's have a little sticky beak. Boom, shakalaka, in it goes. 239. Roger that. Moving lower, 2 to 4. Look, I'm going to put it in as a reference point only at the moment. It's moving fast. Very fast. So I'll just have it as a reference point, see how we go throughout the rest of the trading session. Ethereum Classic, what are you up to? Naughty little classic. Support, yep, all right, it's busted through that. And look at that little channel that we were just sort of cranking through, right? The lower side being here at 523, the upper side being somewhere around that 585 region, right? Well, we've busted down through that, no dramas whatsoever when it comes to that. We know that's there. Backing out a little bit, wanting to see what that... See, this is the reason I have these lines in there, reference points. They're points for which if I see them, I go, hang on, what is that? Test 1, test 2, yeah, it's legit. It's there, it's truthful. Okay, let's look at the 1. I suspect we might see some better action here. This looks quite nice. That's going to be a 61.8 fib. I would be, or somewhere very close to that. My eyeballs don't lie. Beauty. Yeah, that's a ripper. Again, those of you who know what a booster is, well, you know what I'm watching out for. Those of you who don't, well, that's on you. Those of you who know what a cradle is, a pullback into this region, little bearish candle, hey. Fill your boots, because that looks tasty. Ethereum, exchange perp. What's exchange perp got for me? All right, lower high here on that daily, lower low, beauty. Yep, we're in play. A little bit of something through there. Let's just see if there's any reason to do anything here. What's that through there? I think that's going back a little bit too far in it. Yeah, a bit too far on that puppy. I'll get rid of that for now. Let's go down to the 1 hour and see if there's cyclicity there. Oh, yeah, there's better options out there. Simple as that. Hobby. Oh, that little beauty. If it's just a bit, yep, there you go. Pull back a little bit deeper. What a move at the moment. Oh, a little bit too waterfall and then chasing waterfalls. And you know what to do about that. Did you get that reference? No? Another dad joke. I'm allowed. I can't see. Oh, okay. Now I can see what we're sitting on there. Look, I'm not drastically impressed here at this stage for Horby. It's just a sort of fallen off the edge of a cliff and may continue to do so. Leo's not really of interest. Look at the spikiness of this chart. That's not optimal chart structure. That's a no for me. Link. Okay, let's roll over here on the daily. Not a mega fan here, given the fact that there's a high to a low. But I will have a little sticky beak down lower. Ah, look at that. Not saying it was a trade, but something like that, maybe somewhere up around 1050 or that region. Let's let the fibs answer that question for me. Let's plan this out a bit more. We've bounced off a 10 flat, round number, psychological. Let's go again, 10.99. So we're going from 11 to 10, a douche mark. No, I don't have a double fib in there. It's a little bit too straight for me. I think I'll leave that for the time being. Litecoin. All right, that's going to look, that's the 4 hour. Let's just jump straight to the 1 here. Okay, anything there that I can, so what I'm looking for is I'm using the crosshair to find any levels of support that may act as resistance going forward, and therefore build, or giving me the opportunity to build a trade off of that level, because as I say, I plan all my trades. I'm not too enthused by Litecoin at this moment in time. I'll move on to Matic. That's a straight wowzer fall, a big dog tank. don't see anything right now. I don't see anything there. I'll hit the 30 and just triple check. It's a negator for me. On to Midperp. What do you got for me, MIDI? Righto, downtrend, lower highs, lower lows. I agree, Craig. Well spotted. Support there, that level. Let's just see if we can build something off of that. What do we got there? 702.6. Throw that in, 702. That'll do. Now that goes back a little bit. Does it add anything to my lower time frame ability to trade? Ooh. Let's throw the fib in. Now it's at the low point, so you'll have to continue to extend these if it is to continue to fall. This is the elevator music as I draw my fibs in. Well, there's a round number of 700. Look, if it pulled back, I would want to know. I'd want to keep an eye on it. I would want to see, because we are convergent there on the 1 hour. And if we go all the way through, let's go to the 4 hour. I suspect we'll see convergence. Oh, okay, no, not so great. But the daily as well. Look at the daily. Beautiful convergence there. So I'm just going to get that, keep it in the list. Again, it's just a matter of, we're not anticipating what the market's going to do. We're just saying what we would do if produced the opportunity. It's that planning. OKB, too flat for me. Shit perp. Now, we did talk of this level yesterday in my live trading floor where I'll do my scans 5 days a week. That's at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. It was just a little bit too big on that candle. I suspect it, yeah, that's right. It was a 12 and the 16, which was this candle right there, and that was this morning. It just went. The candle was just a little bit large. As for right now, look, it's mid-move. I'm happy to just go. See you on the flip side for shit. Tomo, beautiful trend. Look at the cyclicity, beautiful. Okay. Jumping through here. We do have a downtrend. Let's hit the 1 hour and see if we've got anything that's a little bit more better. No. Moving on. Not good enough for me. Tron really struggling, after a very strong move. This is when the alts were pumping earlier in the year. Do you remember that? Bitcoin's been sort of the dominant force of late, with many of these alts now having downtrends. Now that opens up opportunity for those that know how to short. Now, if you don't know how to short, then you need to go onto my YouTube page. There is a video there on how to raise a short order, how to manage your risk, what sort of trade order, how to do it step by step. So watch that. If you haven't got your FTX trading account, then please get that. Again, in the description below on the YouTube page there, you'll get a 10% reduction in your trading fees. It's worthwhile doing. 10% back in your pocket. Yep, happy days. We're running a business. Every cent counts. So let's go lower on Tron. Oh, look, it's got to, it's falling so hard and fast that realistically we've got to see some form of a pullback before that would really come onto my radar. But again, the trends are pretty strong here, guys. I think if we do see a pullback, we're going to see a lot of potential for trades. XRP stuck on some support through there. I'm going to leave that. It's not got the cyclicity that I'm after. A very similar can be said here for Tezos. The daily trend is very much active. It's very much there. The issue I've got is just the way that the mids have been working here. Look. Again, beautiful cyclicity down through here, and then up, cough, cough, splutter, up, back down. Let's look lower and see if there's anything there. Oh. When I make that noise, that little semi-roar, maybe Bigfoot sound, it pretty much says to me, no. There's something there immediately, boom, that I'm not interested in. Privperp, lower, sure, let's go lower. Reference point. Just going to mark that referee there. That's it. There's nothing more to do. I'm not looking to trade that right now. It's got to set itself up a wee bit more. Theta. getting theta all the time. Theta, theta. It's got to break lower, right? Look, we're sitting around the support region around there right now. We get a breakdown through there. We could see some solid falls. Notice everything else is sort of 5% or higher to the downside. Theta 1.74, could this be our opportunity to have a swing? Well, there's certainly one thing that I can spot, and there is support right there. Lower, do I have a stop level? No. I'll tell you what though, it's just popped through. If it were... Oh, okay, I got some anchor points for fibs here, ladies and gentlemen. Fib could be drawn from here and here. It's got to move lower. That could come in handy later as a pullback for a booster, or potentially even a pullback there for a cradle if it does offer the opportunity. It's going in the list because we haven't seen a big move just yet. DeFi is on its way down. Great daily downtrend, great convergence. On to mids. The 4, a little bit of a cough and a splutter through here. We're going to have to go lower again, as we have had too many times. De-dum-dum-dum. What's that there? It's, again, there's that little Chewbacca. Chewbacca says no. Comp. Broke support, had a good fall, not much for me to work with. Did I short that? No, there wasn't a good enough trend. And that's all we have to say about that. Watched this yesterday pull back in. I personally didn't manage to get a hold of that. If you did, hey, you're looking pretty sweet there. Or that one even. You know, these are cradle trades. That's what we look for. Why wasn't I on that one, you ask? Well, because I was asleep at 3 a.m. Why wasn't I on that one, you ask? Because, again, at that time, 7 o'clock, no, I'm lying. I wasn't asleep then. I just wasn't there. I didn't take it. 1 hour. Right, let's build a plan from here. Maybe the 2's better. I tell you what, I'm not even going to... yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Why not, right? Can't hurt. A little bit of sticky beak here. We might not get anything, but we... Okay, you know what? I'm okay with that. You know, it's got really nice cyclicity. See, we've got this new lower high here and a lower low. We're nice and convergent on that. Look, it's not there yet. You know, we're not there yet, but we've got potential options available. So I'll pop that in. RBO has dropped interest rates to 0.1%. Oh, dear oh me. Great trend there too. I mean, that's a... Cobb is not looking too sweet, unless you want to short it. Okay, let's come up here to swipe. The horse. 1, 2... Yeah, look, I think we've got better options out there on our list at this stage. I'm not too keen on that. Gold. Hello, gold. Goodbye, gold. Very sideways. V-chain. Messy on the chart. Not too keen. I will have a sticky beak at this 15. Oh. Bigger picture daily. I'm struggling to get motivated by that at the moment. I'm going to leave that. I don't think it's worthy. It's a perfect time for us to do this scan, actually, given that the market has moved and it has moved lower, and it's put us into a lot of nice little trends going on there. So let's go from there to AMPL. 2 sideways, undecided, no thanks. Dot the whale. Here we go, on to the 30. The chart structure's a little bit, hey, how you doing? Let's put it on the 1 hour, see if that adds any value for us. $4 is right there. I tell you what, I'm not going to put this in the list, but I'm going to be open that if I do start to see this market pull back a wee bit, my top 10 is usually a pretty good indication of that. If it does start to pull back on the top 10, it often starts to pull back across the rest of the market. If that's to be the case, then I'll come back and I'll do a quick race through here, because as long as this takes me to talk you through this, it'll take me 10 minutes to actually do the scan. Solana. We've had a few little levels and whatnot that have broken through here. Pull back in. A bit of a shame. I wanted that candle right there. Didn't get it, obviously. But hey-ho. 4 hour. Let's drop lower. Let's look at that 1 hour quickly. Oh, look. Realistically, there's the horse. He's not interested. Horse says no. MTA still very flat. I want more than that. I want a nice trending market. Balancer has been looking nice for a long time. Look at this beautiful cyclicity. See how it's just rolling itself over. Now it's not going nuts, but it's just grinding it out. And look at the cyclicity here on the 4. Up to the cradle, away from the cradle, into the cradle, away, in, away. And, you know, we have got, if we go lower, the potential, potential. It's just, there's something about it there. It's just not quite hitting the mark, you know. Again, I'm going to leave Balancer out for the time being. Rune. No, I don't like it. Beautiful cyclicity through here. A little bit fluffy here, lower high, lower low. The 4 hour is definitely in a downtrend. We cannot deny that because it is a fact. Maker, too much up, too much down. See, we've got this high and this low. I'm not interested in anything that looks like that. DMM, Governance Perpetual Futures. It's very, very much trending. But right now, I mean, it's just broken down. I'm not too keen on that with the bit of divergence. It just doesn't look quite as nice as some of the other options that we've got. We do have some rippers out there. Okay. I'll leave that as well. It needs to pull back a little bit further. Uni. All right, let's have a look at this lower as well. We do have a break of that support. It did break. It has broken. Yee. Maybe the 2 there. Let's just have a quick sticky beak at that. Right, we're looking at this low to this low. So when those two are convergent, I want to throw in and see if we get a 61 and a 38.2. Let's just have a little sticky beak at that. Well, we've got a perfect level on there. That was what I was hoping to see. And let's see if we can get a 38.2 in there as well. That might just add a little bit of joy. Not quite. Very close, but not quite. That, if it pulls back into there at a bearish candle, I will be very keen to spot that, see that, and do my further analysis working from my checklists as I have done for the last 11 years. Avalanche. No, I can leave that. A little bit too much divergence there. Here's one I had marked in yesterday. Let's see what this has done. It's broken down. Is there anything there that's of worth? No, I think I can leave that one out. There's a bit of a liquidity available on other markets. Flamingo. Look at this little beauty. Pull back in, took a bit of heat, but ultimately profit if you took the cradle. For me, and look, by the way, I haven't done a full analysis on whether, I mean, we were convergent. I'm just looking at that as a snapshot. Again, 11 p.m. No, hang on. That's 11 a.m., right? Yeah, 11 a.m. Whoopsies. I'm not putting it in. Oh my gosh. OMG. Oh my gosh. No, again, doesn't quite have that follow through that I want to see. This yen finance has a daily downtrend, has a 4 hour downtrend. So this is 1 hour, has a 1 hour downtrend, my apologies. 30 minute, maybe? What are you saying? What are you saying? Oh, your mother for the rabbits. Look at that. $10,000 support. Now, I don't think we're going to get a fib that's going to come into there. Just never sleep, Adam. Never sleep. See how long you last. Don't do that. I like you. Right, 50%, 10,000. That's got to go in. Round number, psychological support, 50% fib. Tick all those boxes. Tickety, tick, tick, tick. Good, good, good. I will have that in my list. Wow, considering what I know that I started my day with on my live trading floor scan this morning to what we have right now, let us have a little sticky beak at what we do have. A lot of this we are looking at the lower time frames. Let's see if there's anything here that we can wipe out, as there might be worse. Sorry, there might be better better options. I'm going to leave Cardano in as it pulls back up into this double fib. It's not an exact level as far as a booster goes, but it's worthwhile keeping an eye on. If there is a small bearish candle there, I do wish to be around and notified. Altcoin index. Okay, it's there. I get a snapshot of that daily again. Yeah, the daily's there. Support the. You know what? I think I can. I'm going to take this one out. I think there's, there's some really good opportunities out there. I don't think I need to draw myself that thin. Dragon. Okay, kept pushing low. I really like the daily trend here on Dragon with these lower highs, pull back in again at a lower low. Good convergence there. I do quite like the look of that. If I come now to the 1 hour, you'll see that we have now seen the price move lower. So I'll redraw my fibbies. Okay, we've still got a beauty in there. We'll go to the 30 and see how that shapes up. It's a lovely looking spot. I'm going to keep that in. I think that looks worthy of my attention if it was to pull back in. Okay, so definitely Ethereum Classic. Let's see what time frame was the better one. The 1 hour certainly looks tasty. The 2 hour may also. Oh yeah, I want to know if we're at 420. 490. That was actually a slip of the tongue. Yeah, I just got to wait. Patience is key here. Patience is key. Mid, does this get better now? I think it may do. Let's have a sticky beak. It gets a 50 right smack bang on that level. If I get this little candle up into here, then yeah, I want to know about that as well. So yes, that fits the list. Ooh, there we go. That's what we were after, wasn't it? Look, see what happened? It broke and it fell. Now, don't forget, when we first looked at that, it was 1.79%. It was lagging the market a little bit, and that's why I was keen to keep an eye on this support level. Now that it's busted down through there, I mean, it's done it pretty quickly. We've got 61.8 there. Oh, this might just, this might just be the goods. That's for sure. I could do yeah, well, there is a lower high there, but I'm going to be more cautious. I'm going to go with one that looks really standout, obvious to me. I'll probably wait and see about a cradle there because it'd be pretty mean to get filled right there. But again, there's a confluence of events occurring here. Downtrend, convergence, 50, 61.8, and an old support level that we looked at before on that 4 hour time frame. I want to be informed. I want to know what's going on there. Kyber, this was the higher time frames. Oh, yes, indeed. Just double check that 4's convergent. Yes, okay. I see no reason to take that out. Patience required. Uni, lovely level. Back up into this region, 61.8, old support, wonderful looking chart, waiting for that cradle, downtrend on the daily, and finally Yearn Finance. Let's have a quick sticky beak here at Yearn. From the 2 hour, it looks marvellous. On the 1 hour, it still looks marvellous. 10,000 support, 50% fib. Please offer me that opportunity to trade and I'll be on that. Let's go back and show Bitcoin. Not much to go on with Bitcoin, but by Jingo, by George, ladies and gentlemen, there are a huge amount of options out there for those that know how to short. Just to remind you, if you don't know how to short, on my YouTube channel in the description on any of them videos, you actually see you can open an account with FTX, get your 10% discount, but you'll see how to go long and how to go short. This is also about risk management. It will show you that as well. Also, get yourself over to tradercobb.com and get yourself the free course. It's free. Try before you buy. Check it out. See what you think. Have a great day, guys. I will leave it at that, and thank you for putting